then infrastructure. The approach that.
To wish you all a very, very good afternoon. At the outset, let me thank the Secretary IT, Mr. Madhusudan Padi, for giving me this opportunity to come and speak here. Esteemed dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, guests, friends from the media, and everyone else, a very good afternoon. The topic on which I was asked to speak is e-governance in Odisha, service to the last mile, and towards a citizen-centric service today. I think I have 10 minutes. It's 1:20 now, so I should end by 1:30, and I have 12 slides, so I think I can finish them in 10 minutes. To start off, giving you a background of passport services in the country, because we have started passport services in Odisha from 1979, but I'll give you a pan-Indian outlook so that we can appreciate what we have done in our state better. So coming to the backdrop, the passport services started in India. In Odisha has projected that we would join the 1 crore hub in 2014. Coming to vis-a-vis the state, he said that when somebody tells you I love you, you say really. So when somebody says he's honest, then people say really, is he? So even though we services has really gone so far as the state of Odisha is concerned. So I'd like you to have a look at the facts and figures, because I have been working here for quite some time, and I feel that passport is just not a document, it is life, and every passport has a story to tell. And when we talk about citizens, we talk about people, and people who have life, who have emotions, who have sentiments. And when we talk about a citizen-centric service, it's very important that we understand people, we understand their emotions, their sentiments. We go down to their level, or we go up to their level, or we reach out to them, at par with them, and only then can any citizen-centric service be a success. Because doing a lot of passport camps in the interiors of the state. We have done camps in Sambalpur, we have done camps in Angul district, we have done camps in Banpur, we have done camps in very many places where we had a vision of taking passports to doorsteps. We conduct passport adalats to redress to the grievances of the people at their doorsteps. We conduct passport melas in passport office. We have had 6 passport melas in the last 1 year, and we are gearing up to have such more camps in the city. As I have already mentioned, it's a growing demand. Heightening expectations of citizens need to comply with international travel standards, because we used to have handwritten passports, and now that people are traveling abroad, in information superhighway, we have a lot of people traveling abroad, so we needed an international standard. We needed a platform to launch our e-passports. There was limited reach, Even now, Odisha has just 1 passport office and 1 passport seva kendra, which is also co-located in the passport office. The lack of amenities and in the passport office is roughly 40 minutes to 1 hour. Then you have a security center, you have 17 language 24/7 national call center, a highly motivated workforce, because the TCS is our partner there, and we work in close correlation, collaboration with the data consultancy services. There's a change management and a communication management. We have a citizen feedback and a grievance center. Police interface. We do have police interface, because police plays a very important role in issuance of passport, because without a police verification, passport cannot be issued. We have missions and posts and immigration. So if I go to the Passport Seva journey, in 2007, the Passport Seva project initiated. It was launched in May 2010. All the 77 Passport Seva Kendras were rolled out by May 2012, and let me tell you a small story, because we wanted to have and we had to meet the deadline of launching our Passport Seva Kendra on 28th May 2012. Then we were very sad about it, but somehow things worked out, and we had to co-locate the Passport Seva Kendra in the passport office. Then I remember a quote of Srimati Indira Gandhi, our ex-Prime Minister, who said, if you weep for the setting sun, you cannot see the stars ahead of you. Now I feel that the star ahead of us is the state government gave us a land adjacent the passport office building, and we are going to have an expanded passport office with better citizen-centric features, better facility for the people who walk in, feather in the cap, and it's a great achievement and a great thing to the state government to have done for the passport organization. Now the numbers speak. I think I won't go much into it. What is variation in process and procedures, standardized, inadequate amenities, best and world-class amenities. You will just walk into the passport office to realize the kind of amenities we provide. There used to be long waiting time. Now the entire services is a citizen walks in once to the passport office and he gets out within 40 minutes after seeing whether his passport is granted in front of him or it is kept on hold. Then manual error-prone processes. When your system says your passport is printed, when the passport is dispatched, you get the speed post number. So that is the kind of transparency we have started to bring out. Then since June 2013, we have started the online payment system and we have the mobile passport application also. If you download it, you can fill up the form in your mobile. Then the awards and recognition that this Passport Seva project has been getting is Award of Excellence in Project Category G2C, Promising Innovation Award, Award of Excellence in EAT Award this year. The future roadmap is mission integration. All the missions are to be integrated in the near future. Integration of common service centers. I think Dr. Nanda was speaking about common service centers. We are looking forward to the common service centers in Odisha so that the applicant can go to the common service centers and fill up their passport application form. Even if he's from a rural background, he doesn't know how to read and write, he doesn't have a credit card, he can go to the common service center, pay a certain amount of fee and get his passport application filled instead of going to a cyber cafe. If he goes to a cyber cafe, fine, but he has this option also. But the option of going to touts and middlemen is considerably brought down once the system is in place. Coming to handheld devices by police, so now the police officer or the officer in charge has to go and investigate into the physical particular forms of the applicant. He needs to have a handheld device where he do not have to fill up the form physically, so that he can just put the dots in the handheld device. He presses the button and the online it goes into the common data pool. Now we have been discussing with the state government regarding the implementation of the district police headquarter model for the state of Odisha, which has not been online. So the transit loss is not there. Now if an applicant comes, he says, I get passport office. When we look for the form, we don't find the form, then we get back to the DID. So there is lot of miscommunication and there are chances of transport loss which can be minimized once this is in place. Next, a snapshot of Passport Seva project in Odisha. As I told you, on 28th May 2012, we launched this project in Odisha in our own building. This is a diagram. I have crossed only 2 minutes. And before I end, I think the last mile, and I feel that I'm a forest officer basically. So when we walk in the forest, we say that when there is end of one forest, there is the beginning of another. And when I feel this is the end, there is a new beginning. So I think we have miles to go and promises to keep. With this, I thank you very much.
Thank you, Emma, for a wonderful presentation and basically informing everybody here how the thing works. Integration with CSCs, integration with police. These are talking about difficulties about designing a people-friendly application in e-governance. If you remember, some of you may remember, he spoke very interestingly last time he was here about the FAR mechanism and how he has been able to control that. Actually, he is taking up another big project, big ticket project called Biju Kalyan Yojana. I requested him to speak on that. So,